Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your July 28th, 2025. Now, before we get started, we always like to say thank you and welcome aboard any new followers here on our growing little channel. And if you're not yet officially a follower, please give our main Facebook page a like today. Now, if you happen to be watching this over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. Well, the weather story continues to be the stifling heat all across North Georgia. It is quite hot, quite miserable out there. We're going to have to do it all again for tomorrow, but hold on. I got some relief coming your way. We're going to see increased chances of rain. That'll be kind of phase one, and then phase two will be an unusually strong cold front that'll be arriving heading into the weekend, and I think you're really going to love my 7-day forecast, so you want to stick around for that, so just hold on to that here real soon, okay? Here we go. Let's go ahead and dive into this right now, looking at Helen, Georgia. We got some sunshine. We got some clouds around. Might see a rain shower or two going into your area there, Helen, later this afternoon, so be on the watch for that. But it's very, very hot, very steamy, not much of a wind out there to speak of as well. Looking down here toward Lake Lanier, looking at some sunshine, fair weather clouds. Again, couldn't rule out a shower or thunderstorm for Lake Lanier here going into the evening hours here for tonight as well. Although tomorrow, I think the coverage might be a little more pronounced. And I'll show you the model date on that here in just a second. Now, this continues to be the big news story. You see the heat advisories in here. So we're talking heat advisories on 105 to 110-ish. And then you see the purple area. We're talking about getting up to 115. So it's just very brutal out there. Only the northeast Georgia mountains are not in the advisory, but it really doesn't matter. You feel like temperatures are still near 100 degrees, even from Blue Ridge over to Blairsville and down toward Dahlonega. It's still going to be plenty hot out there. So just, again, be careful if you're going to be outside for any length of time. So another part of the equation here is with the afternoon heat, we got thunderstorms a possibility. Now, this is a general thunderstorm threat from the Storm Prediction Center. However, I would say late this afternoon and again for tomorrow, could not rule out an isolated severe thunderstorm or two just because of the amount of heat we got in the atmosphere here to kind of feed some of these thunderstorms. Some could be on the severe side, so watch out that as well. All right, so let's look at our afternoon radar here. We're getting some storms here coming in out of Tennessee, coming in toward areas up near Blue Ridge, looks like, and we might get some kind of sneaking in toward Helen, Dahlonega here as these move basically from north to south. So again, watch out for those afternoon thunderstorms here across the area. Like I said, we're going to do it again for tomorrow. Here it is, our satellite imagery. It looks like the thunderstorms coming in here right along the boundary here with South Carolina and North Carolina and up through the Smokies as well. Not too bad over across Alabama and Mississippi. But again, I think the general thunderstorm chances are going to be increasing here just about for everybody across the southeast, especially as we go in toward Wednesday and Thursday. All right, so let's look at our regional perspective. It is brutally hot. 98 up near Commerce, 99 near Statesboro, 94 there in Atlanta. Again, those feel-like temperatures. I know Atlanta's topped 106 for that feel-like temperature. It may have even gone up a few more degrees. It's just brutally hot out there. But we're going to be in the neighborhood of those similar conditions again heading in for tomorrow as well. So let's look at our regional model here as I go ahead and loop this through. Again, scattered storms here for this afternoon. We're seeing that there. Going in for tomorrow, you're going to notice a little more coverage area, just a little bit more scattered about in here going in for tomorrow and overnight into Wednesday morning. So again, the rain chances will be going up throughout the week. So what that'll mean is increased cloud cover, and we're going to back those temperatures off with the rain chances before the main cold front gets here. That's going to be moving in as we head up to this upcoming weekend. So let's go ahead and talk about that. We'll look at our latest here from our friends from the National Weather Service. We're going to highlight our forecast maps here. Again, kind of watch as I kind of highlight this as we go through. You see that little timestamp there at the top. They're kind of highlighting the days. So this is going to your Tuesday morning. We're looking pretty quiet, obviously. But if we get into that daytime heating of the afternoon, we're going to set up those scattered showers and thunderstorms here all across the area here going into your Tuesday. How about Wednesday? Let's go track into our Wednesday. Again, looking pretty quiet there as we'll get those afternoon showers and thunderstorms. This is the frontal system we're going to start tracking here. Here it is right there. And this high pressure is going to start making a move down this way. So it'll be very slow to kind of move on down here. But it will make its way south. Unusually far south, too. We don't usually get cold fronts this strong to move this far south. And going into Friday, that's when we're expecting it to kind of make its presence felt and moving on through it. Because it's moving south, it's going to be a little bit of a squeeze play. It's going to increase those rain chances. So we're looking the high rain chances here for the end of the week. Then going into towards Saturday, we got a little wave along that boundary, may enhance the rain threat there for Saturday. But that is a very strong high, unusually strong for this time of year. 1028 is pretty high for this time of year. And to see that moving on in here is going to mean temperatures backing off. Maybe upper 70s for parts of Georgia. Yeah, I think that's in the cards here. And there's Sunday. You're seeing that kind of getting into wedge position there on Sunday and then Monday. So the rain chances should back off going into early next week. Not down to zero, but it's a little more scattered. isolated to scattered, and temperatures will be unseasonably cool, especially from, say, the 1st of August to about the 6th. So that in that window right in there, but the temperatures will warm back up. This is a summer break. We'll call it that because we're not done with summer yet. It's going to come back at us. So here we go for tomorrow. It's going to be hot. It's going to be miserable. Any other adjective you want to throw in there, that's what we're going to have. 95, 75, air you can wear, whatever you want to call it. 60% chance of scattered thunderstorms here in Gainesville. Looks like evening's thunderstorms will die down tonight. Partly cloudy for tomorrow morning. Most everybody here in the 70s, including the locations that typically in the upper 60s. You still might sneak down into that, but everybody pretty warm. Middle to upper 70s. Very, very warm start. Afternoon highs into the 90s once again. Maybe a degree or two cooler here off to these. It really doesn't matter, but this is going to be very hot for everybody again with the scattered thunderstorms in here for tomorrow afternoon. Looking at your regional perspective, 99 Memphis, 98 Nashville, 98 Jackson, 98 Mobile. Again, we got a lot of middle upper 90s here all across the southeast. Higher rain chances up toward Asheville at 90. It's just going to be very miserable, but we're going to be beating back these high temperatures, folks. We got some changes coming. So here goes the next 7 days. This is what you want to watch for. Here we go. 95, 91 on Wednesday, 80% chance of rain, 60% or down to 90, 91. And then that cold front moves through sometime on Friday into Saturday. Look at Saturday. Boom, 80, 71, 70% chance of rain because it's indicating of that little wave along the front. 78, 67, 47% chance of rain on Sunday. I think Sunday's going to be pretty nice. Still a chance around. And then 80, 68 on Monday. But wow, you talk about it going from one extreme to the other. We're talking about almost a 20-degree change in temperature as far as the highs are concerned. And that's just something you just don't see this time of year. That is very, very rare indeed. So we'll get a little bit of a break, and that's what we're going to call it, a break. It's a summer break because what will happen is we get past the middle of next week, temperature should come back up and get back up to more seasonal levels. Let's just hope we don't get a return to any kind of heat wave like this as we go into the month of August. And the tropics continue to be kind of quiet out there for the time being. We might get some stuff here developing in the next 7 days or beyond. We'll watch it very carefully. And beware of folks out there. I'm seeing some clickbait out there on the tropics post. Hey, look, see something out 2 weeks from now. Ignore that. That's not even worth your headache right now. Again, I want to thank everybody for following us here on the channel. We should cross 10,000. I'm thinking by about Wednesday, Thursday time frame. We'll see. Again, that gets us back to Facebook professional status. That's about 10% of the big goal. We got to get to 100,000 here to attract the advertisers and sponsors we need to do the equipment upgrades to get us to a professional broadcast here as far as the way the display looks and stuff. And hopefully, maybe we can build out a 24-hour North Georgia dedicated weather channel. That'd be pretty cool. It'll be on an app and it'll be on YouTube too. So that's what we're trying to get to, if we can get you guys to come on board. All right, that's y'all's update for now. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next update. Till then, y'all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.